It's Monday.
Thomas Edward Coles. Mr. Matt D. Cooney, you are representing the defendant as private counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, with the appearance for purposes of preliminary hearing only.
All right, so noted. Gentlemen, one count, April 5th, having marijuana in his possession.
Your Honor, I have a manila envelope DR number 67467924. This package also says on it 4 on 4. There were other packages that are not being included.
Now, what exhibit is that?
I ask that this be marked Peoples 1. I have another package with the DR number 67467924, which has marked on it 1-1. May this be marked Peoples 2?
Peoples 1 and 2.
May it be stipulated for purposes of preliminary hearing that Officer Charles S. Taylor be deemed called, sworn, and duly qualified as a forensic chemist, and that he did testify that he is a chemist employed by the Los Angeles Police Department as such. That he did, on the 6th day of April, receive from the Property Division of the Los Angeles Police Department Peoples 1 and Peoples 2 for identification. He took them to the laboratory of the Los Angeles Police Department and there opened Peoples 1 for identification and examined the contents thereof. Inside he found several items which he marked T1, 24 grams of plant material, which he marked T2, a pipe, which he marked T3, 4 grams of plant material. That he did make a chemical and physical examination and formed the opinion that T1, T2, and T3 contain marijuana, also known as cannabis sativa. That he also opened Peoples 2 for identification and found inside a 3/4 inch cigarette butt. That he did make a chemical and physical examination of this cigarette butt and formed the opinion that it contains marijuana. He prepared the report, replaced the items into both respective envelopes, closed them and sealed them, and returned them to the Property Division of the Los Angeles Police Department.
So stipulated for the purposes of preliminary hearing only.
Thank you.
The people call Officer Walters.
Will you state your name for the record, please?
Eugene C. Walters.
Will you state your occupation and assignment?
I am a Los Angeles police officer currently assigned to West Valley Division Patrol.
Directing your attention to April 5, did you have an occasion to go to the location of 17550 Burbank Boulevard?
I did.
For what purpose did you go to that location? This is for probable cause, Your Honor.
All right.
In response to a found evidence radio call.
A what?
Found evidence radio call.
All right.
Did you find that evidence at this general location?
Yes, I did.
After you found that evidence, what did you do?
I went to apartment 13 where I placed a William Coles under arrest.
Now, what happened when you arrived at apartment number 13? How did you gain entrance into the apartment?
I knocked on the door. The door was ajar and I knocked on it. Bill Coles came to the door and opened it. I asked him if he was Bill Coles, and he stated he was.
Was Bill Coles wanted for anything at that time?
He was a suspect of the grand theft on the found evidence.
Did you enter the apartment at that time?
I did.
Now, for all purposes, Your Honor, what happened at that time?
Just a moment. At this time, I would like to take the officer on voir dire, if the court please.
Certainly.
Officer Walters, did you ascertain who was the leasee of that apartment?
Yes, I did.
Was that person the defendant, Thomas Coles?
That is what I was told. Of course, I had never seen Thomas Coles before.
Was he present in the apartment when you went there at the time and place you have indicated?
No, he was not.
Did you have a search warrant?
No, I did not.
Did you have a warrant for his arrest?
No, I did not.
Are you talking about your client now, Mr. Thomas Coles?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. I have nothing further on voir dire.
All right. Do you want to proceed?
Now, what happened when you entered the apartment?
As I entered the apartment, I advised Bill Coles of his rights. I told him that he was under arrest. There was another party in the apartment also at this time. I saw several items sitting on the living room floor.
If the court please, at this time we are going to interpose an objection on behalf of the defendant. with respect to anything found in the apartment.
Why don't you see what their story is, Mr. Cooney?
However, I wish to protect the record by continuing the objection.
That is fine. We will just wait and see what the whole picture is and see if there is anything improper that should be dealt with. All right, proceed.
Checking the apartment for further suspects, I went into the bathroom area where, right alongside of the commode on the floor in plain sight, I saw a plastic container containing a green leafy substance, which to me resembled marijuana. Also, in the immediate area were several vials containing pills.
Would you explain your statement that you were looking for other suspects? For the record, please.
Yes, when I entered the apartment, Bill Coles was in the living room. He had answered the door. Another party had just exited from the bathroom. Not knowing whether there were more parties in the apartment at this time, I went into the bathroom to check.
All right.
This is when I observed the plastic case containing the green leafy substance.
Was William Coles there?
Yes.
Was Thomas Coles the party who exited from the bathroom, or was that a third party?
This was a third party. Thomas Coles was not at the apartment while I was there.
I misunderstood. This is just two people that you saw?
Yes.
Did you recover the contraband that you observed in the apartment?
Yes, I did.
Was that later booked into evidence?
Yes, it was.
I show you People's number 1 for identification and ask if that is the envelope in which the substance was booked.
Yes, it is.
Did you pick this envelope up from Property Division today in a sealed condition and bring it to court?
I didn't, but it was brought here.
Do you know by whom it was brought?
Sergeant Zellers handed it to me.
May it be stipulated for the preliminary hearing that it was brought from the Property Division in a sealed condition.
So stipulated.
Thank you. Would you break the seals on People's 1 and remove the items?
I am breaking the yellow sealed envelope seals.
Now, I am only interested in items marked T1, T2, and T3.
I am removing the items from the envelope.
Now, would you first open the item marked T1?
I am opening the sealed envelope portion of the package marked T1. Inside is a green leafy substance resembling marijuana.
Did you recover that item?
Yes, I did.
And from where did you recover it?
This was in the plastic container in the bathroom alongside the commode.
Now, directing your attention to T2 from the package marked People's 1, it appears to be a pipe. Did you recover this item?
Yes, this item was on the desk or table of the apartment in the living room.
Now I am directing your attention to T3. Did you recover that item inside the apartment?
Yes, this is the bottle which was found in a further search for narcotics between the mattress of the bed in the living room, the day bed, sleeper type.
Did your stipulation cover the pipe?
Yes.
What was it? I have forgotten.
It contains marijuana.
Debris?
Yes.
All right. That was the green leafy substance, the Excedrin bottle.
Yes. Could you be more specific about where People's 3 was between the mattress?
Well, in the living room of the apartment, they had what you would, I guess, call the chair type or sofa type beds. And removing the bed mattresses, this was located in the middle between the mattress. It would be the spring area or the support area for the mattress.
This apartment is located in the county of Los Angeles.
Yes, it is.